I'm Tad Beck, and this is Vinalhaven-10.09.18, made in 2018. I live and work on an island in Maine called Vinalhaven. As much as I hate the phrase, I think the most accurate is to call myself a conceptual photographer. I started taking photographs in high school, and there's just something about photography that has never stopped fascinating me. This is a work from the series entitled Blanks. As opposed to maybe a lot of the other works in the show, the subject of this piece is actually a blank piece of glossy photo paper. And one of the things that photography is exceptionally good at is recording reflections, sometimes too good. A lot of times we get a lot more reflections on surfaces in photographs than we want, and I wanted to play with that. What happens with this work is I take a picture of that blank piece of glossy photo paper. It captures the reflections of the room that it's in. I make a print of that and then repeat the process so that the reflections become layered on top of themselves. I stop this process once a new three-dimensional abstract space has been created by the reflections. In this case, this is my studio on Vinalhaven, and most of the reflections are the windows of the studio. The windows of the space are really my lens out onto the landscape. In many ways, the studio space is like the camera body, and the window is the aperture that lets the light of the world in. Kind of akin to Alvin Lucier's work, I'm sitting in a room, which is an audio piece, but it ends up as an audio mapping of the space that it's in. These become an abstract mapping of the studio space and also the light that is coming into the space from the landscape. I have to say that I never thought I would ever be in a landscape show, but now that I've seen the show, I feel that I'm really amongst like-minded people. And I think that this is a piece that is about how we often see the landscape. We don't always see the landscape from out in it, but we often see it out a window and from an interior space. We are so inundated with photographic imagery these days, and it is such a complicated force in our lives that people might pause and contemplate what effect photography is having on their lives. You know, there are people that say that we remember things the way we do because of photography. Our dreams are shaped by the way we see the world through photography, and it's a big impact. And through myself and through everybody else who is pushing the boundaries of photography, questioning what photography is, maybe people will make a slower read as they scroll through Instagram.